Friends, hello everyone! I want to share my excitement with you because it's been about 3 days since we filmed. The last video was about rapeseed, and now it's just gained so much strength. Right now, the stems are literally as tall as I am, and so many flowers have bloomed. Right now, there's this constant hum on it. It's absolutely full of bees collecting pollen and nectar. And now we'll take a look at the apiary to see how the bees are bringing it in and how full the supers are. I'll inspect the strength of the colony, check if I need to remove any queen cells to stretch things out a bit. This is necessary so that I can replace the queens in a week or two. So, friends, let's take a look. Alright, friends, I just arrived at this apiary and left it for now so I could inspect two colonies. In one colony, the queen is isolated. In the other, she isn't. By the way, I want to ask you something. Here, I see this kind of condensation in all the hives. This is obvious because right now they're bringing in nectar and evaporating it. I'd like to hear your opinion about this. Alright, now we're looking at the colony where the queen was isolated. And by the way, I also found some neighbors nearby. You can see them now. And friends, if the neighbors are watching this video right now, I'd like them to get in touch with me. Because after all, working together would be better and more profitable. Since there's a farmer over there, maybe we could discuss something together and so on. So please, get in touch with me. My number is by the apiary if you see this video. Friends, so yes, we have some honey right now. Here we have a whole super full of treaks. They've already pulled it out for themselves a while ago. Look, the outer frame is filled up. Yes, let me show you how it flows, like rain. I think you can really see how that honey is flowing like rain. Next super. Well, there's a good amount of bees. Alright, now let's check a frame from the middle. Whoa, nice. Wow, it's heavy and already filled up. Man, it's great. It's already dried a bit, not like water anymore. It's still dripping a little, that's good, but it already has a bit less moisture. Not as much as the one that was in the upper supers. What can I say? Everything is filled up. We won't sort through this here. Whoa, 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 whoa. Alright, let's take a look in the brood nest. I'll check the queen cells again. Did they pull out any more queen cells or something like that? Right, let's lift up the second frame. Looks like I didn't remove some queen cells here. I always break them off. I'll clear them now. Alright, let's move on to the next one. I'll just say it straight. We have everything here. Your food? Unfortunately, I didn't remove the queen cells. Some of them are even capped. I want to say, for some reason, I was sure that you don't need to remove queen cells when the queen is isolated. Friends, you absolutely do need to. For some reason, I was sure they were there. And that they would cut them open since they have a queen. And why would they raise another replacement queen, since this current one isn't even flying yet? So they should have cut open those other queen cells, since this queen isn't flying because she's locked in a cage. But in reality, that's not the case. They'll swarm with a young little queen that emerges. So yes, I'll inspect all the queen cells now. Shake off the bees and wine. There's going to be a loud buzzing now, so I think we'll switch over when we start inspecting the next hive. So I'm done with that colony. I just shook out all the frames. There were a lot of bees, and you probably couldn't hear me anyway, because the bees are really attacking the phone right now. I don't understand why. They really love attacking the camera right now, so it's a shame you can't hear as well as you could if they weren't. You'd hear me better if they weren't attacking like this. So, what's up with this colony? We can see that it's been expanded. I moved all the brood up to the top. They haven't drawn out the wax foundation on the edges, so now I'm going to do a little bit of rotation. This is a honey frame that they've just filled. I'll put it up. Here, this frame with vegetables here, so that the frame with vegetables is closer to the brood. Let's see. There are 4 frames here, printed on the output. Is there no? They have a motherly leader here. A fool! I don't like the crappy frame. They are already adding to it as well. I'm just putting it aside for now. so I don't have to work. There are only queen cups here for now. It would be strange if there was anything in these spots, since there's no comb here. The colony splits could have pulled out a new queen from the brood, or even a swarm cell. Yes, there's a single queen cell that I completely missed. I took it away. And here we have the last frame. There are quite a lot of young bees. They're kind of grayish. And there are also many cells filled with nectar. That's good, because later I'll be discarding these frames, the ones I moved up. They're already quite dark. It's interesting to see this frame. It was standing next to the brood frame with Vaishana. They drew it out, but on the other side they didn't. Yes, this frame isn't filled at all. Yes, this colony's weaker. It's working. I turned this frame around and put back the frame I had set aside. I am putting these two hive bodies on the board. And let's see what's in their nest. We'll also need to remove the queen cells, because obviously I haven't removed them even once yet. What I have personally noticed, my friends, is that in those specific colonies where I expanded by lifting the brood up, just like this, there are very few bee nests in them, actually. Yes, the queen is laying. Great. She's laying, and there are a few queen cells coming out. So, are there any eggs in the queen cups? That's what we're interested in. Well, there are already cups filled with royal jelly. Which is not surprising. Not surprising. As I already said, we're waiting. We need to wait a little longer until this year's fertile queens are widely available. And then we'll make a split from this queen and place her here under a cage. How to place her under a cage? Aha! There's the queen walking around. I'll show you. Here the queen is walking, with a yellow mark, last year's. This whole frame is completely full of healthy brood, with many tiny eggs. Yes, the queen is laying, that's good. It's good that they don't stop feeding her. Because the bees stop feeding the queen when they want her to fly away with them. Yes, this is a nice frame now, a fresh foundation that I put in, very well drawn out and filled with honey. The queen hasn't had a chance to work here. Yes, I don't see any eggs here. No queen cups, that's good. Yes, there are a few queen cells here. 1, 2, some old ones that I didn't remove. 3 of them. Alright, here is a mixed brood frame, and the queen has already laid eggs in the center, from which bees have already started to emerge. That is, the cells were vacated, the bees cleaned them, and the queen has already laid eggs in them. So I wonder if the fresh queen cups are being laid in. No, the queen does not lay eggs in them. That can't help but make me happy. You absolutely have to inspect all the frames from the bottom and the edges, because that's exactly where the bees build queen cups for swarm cells. Here, a fresh frame has also been drawn out, and they're slowly starting to fill it. There is also some early brood, and also a queen cell. That was a dancing drone, there's a queen cell, and a young larva with royal jelly, and a cup that is empty. The one that doesn't have an egg in it, that's good. I think that specifically speaking about this family, since the bees here are of a certain breed, and they're not prone to swarming, they'll definitely hold out, especially now that a very diverse nectar flow has started. And they'll hold out until it's time to replace the queen and make a split from them. Yes, it's this very frame. Interesting, interesting. Aha, it's filled on one side. Well, alright, let it be. Maybe the queen will still work on it. That would be very good. That would really please me. Aha, and there's drawn comb here too. So yes, we'll gradually do a rotation. Yes, the queen was somewhere around here. So we'll give her another frame for laying eggs. Let her lay. Just like that. Just like that. And this frame, the one we set aside, I'll put here. We're making a slight change in the brood nest. That's it? Alright, now I'll put them back together. Be sure not to forget about the divider board. Oh, these are metal hive bodies. Also with brood and honey. Livka, please be sure to let us know what you think about this right now, about the humidity under the cover. Is it really true? What I'm thinking. What now? They bring in nectar, evaporate it, and this creates condensation. So yes, friends, the apiary is working. The bees are a bit irritated because the honey flow is on, and the honey flow from rapeseed makes the bees a little aggressive. This is nothing new. That's how they work. I want to thank you for watching. Stay with us, watch our other videos. And if you found something interesting in this video, or have any comments or questions, be sure to write them in the comments. It's very important to me. See you next time.